You look lost. Probably need some training. I can help you out. Nothing too hard. Start by bringing these munitions over to Zahn at the siege range near the Eastern Elsewhere Gate. Use the Transitus Shrine to get there fast. You should still head over to the Eastern Elsewhere Gate. To skip training, you need to talk to Grand Warlord Sokolin over there.
Very flammable materials here. Watch your tail. Ah, good. Our Karen promised these yesterday. We are always running low. I have been instructing new recruits on the use of siege weapons. Much ammunition is wasted. Siege weapons are fascinating, yes? There is much to learn. There are several types, each very useful in its way. To learn about rams and flaming oil, talk to Miniel by the tower. For trebuchets, catapults, and ballistae, talk to Firamo. Of course, Walker. The range is here for that. Spend time with each weapon, firing at the targets we have set up. Talk to Firamo and Miniel, then return to me when you are done.
Yes, what do you need? Trebuchets, catapults, and ballistae are the tools of our trade. They cause tremendous damage to walls and foes. We have a few of each here. Pick one that's not in use, and fire at the targets on the range. Each weapon, trebuchet, ballista, or catapult, has unique abilities and uses. Trebuchets work well against castle walls, dealing massive damage. There are 3 types: fire pots, spread burning oil, stone smash walls and foes, and ice balls cause damage and ensnare soldiers in ice. Ballistae fire fast and true. They excel at destroying enemy siege engines, including rams. Standard ballista bolts smash their targets, fire bolts cause extensive burn damage, and lightning bolts shock and ensnare their victims. Catapults are excellent weapons against enemy troops. Meatbag catapults spread debilitating disease. Oil causes fire damage, and scattershot causes impact damage. No, you'll see when you fire them. The trebuchet and ballistae fire the farthest, while the catapult has a shorter range. Remembering this will come in handy during assaults on castles.
This ram doesn't want to move. Training grounds always get the worst equipment. To knock down a castle door, a ram's your best bet. Deploy one, get enough people on it to push it up to the door, then stay with it until the door collapses. There's a vat you can use atop the platform here. Use it as you would any other siege weapon. Just don't pour it on me or the ram, please. To knock down a castle door, not right now, sorry. This one isn't working and we don't have any others here. Once you get out on the battlefields, you'll get plenty of chances to use rams.
So soon you've learned all there is to know about siege engines? Good. You can buy these weapons from siege merchants at our gates and castles, yes? You should also know how to repair walls, doors, and siege engines. Enemies will batter our castle walls and doors. We must undo this damage to hold on to our castles. Siege weapons can also be damaged. Repair is often needed. Driving off attackers is always the first step. Then, repair kits can fix some of the damage, yes? Here is a practice repair kit for a siege weapon. Use it on a trebuchet, catapult, or ballista. When done, Taralyn will speak with you.
Greetings, soldier. You are always welcome here, warrior. But now, others need to speak with you. At the Elder Scroll Temple of Nem, Protector Arfir waits. She has much to tell you.
Greetings, soldier. You stand in a holy place. The Elder Scrolls are a sacred charge of the Old Mary Dominion. We must keep the scrolls from those who would defile or misuse them. Every member of the Dominion should cherish the Elder Scrolls. Our sacred trust to protect them must be our primary focus. The Elder Scrolls are prophecies in essence, but they are much more than that. The scrolls contain records of all past and future events, but they cannot be read without a severe price, madness, blindness, even death. Many believe they were created by the Aedra, but why or when is unknown. The temples are holy places, created as housing for the scrolls to honor and protect them. We built them upon the soil of Cyrodil, close enough to the battlefields to bestow their blessings upon our troops. The Grand Warlord orders these attacks. Access to each scroll is blocked by a gate. To unlock it, both castles protecting it must be taken away from the alliance that holds the scroll. Once the castles are captured, the way to the temple is open. The Elder Scroll must be taken from its temple and brought to one of our 6 original castles. Once there, it must be placed upon a scroll pedestal. Needless to say, capturing an Elder Scroll requires the cooperation of many soldiers. Every Elder Scroll we hold grants power to all the soldiers of our alliance. This is another reason our enemies cannot be allowed to keep any of them. Books in this temple contain information about the scrolls, if you wish to know more. When you are done here, go speak with Grand Warlord Sokolin. Anything else you need to know about the war, she can tell you.
Hold a moment, Walker. The Dominion needs you.
You are near the end of your training, soldier. We have yet to explain the tactics used to capture the enemy's castles and resources. Defenders must be overcome, and our banner must be raised on the flagpole. For castles, we must breach walls or sunder gates to reach the heart of the enemy's stronghold. All easier said than done, as you will see. We are the only alliance fit to rule Cyrodil. Taking the enemy's castles and resources is the way to prove this. Your participation in these actions enables you to acquire equipment and weapons from Dominion siege merchants. I determine the goals of the Dominion army in Cyrodil. Vilya carries my orders to General Thoron and General Ataba, who post them on the mission boards. Speak with General Thoron to learn more.
Sorry, soldier. Very busy here right now. New recruit, eh? Then you need to know about our mission boards. The bounty and scouting boards are on either side of me. Every so often, Sokolin sends Vilya over with new missions. I post them to the boards for all to see. Bounty missions are simple. Kill enemy soldiers. If you kill enough of them, come back for a reward. Information is vital to winning this war. Each scouting mission sends you to a target deep in enemy territory. If you can get there and look around, report back as soon as possible. General Ataba supervises the other missions. Speak with her to learn about them. She's on the other side of the gate.
Maces, swords, axes. Whatever happened to bludgeoning someone to death with a wheel of cheese?
It is a fine day for war, yes? It is good that he did so, as the battle and warfront missions are under Ataba's care. Vilya brings Grand Warlord Sorkelin's orders. These Ataba posts for brave warriors to see and accept. You have questions? Battle missions send groups of soldiers to capture valuable enemy resources, yes? The farm, lumber mill, and mine around each castle support its war efforts. If we capture those resources, that castle is greatly weakened. Warfront missions are Ataba's favorites. These are major attacks to capture enemy castles. Many brave warriors are needed. Taking castles from our enemies is the key to the Dominion controlling Cyrodil. The rest is best learned through experience. The mission boards contain Grand Warlord Sorkelin's latest orders. Ataba suggests a scouting mission to start. Welcome to the war!
Our conquest of the Imperial City is underway, Walker. You prepared to do your part, yes? That is the spirit! Our sappers have established a forward base in the city's sewers. The position is defensible, but they need more troops. The Daedra are dug in like horrors, and the Pact and Covenant are making steady gains. Here, this one will mark it on your map. Report to General Nedras when you arrive. He can give you a more thorough briefing. With your help, the city will be ours soon. Walk with Alkosh, soldier.
I really hate hay. I could live forever and never smell hay again. Who knew that being a stable hand was such hard work? If I had some money, I'd leave this place and never look back. Someone offering to help me? Well, that's a first. I wrote a letter to my cousin Asvorn in Coral, but I can't leave here and no one will deliver it for me. Would you bring it to him?
Coral's been through a lot, but we're tough. We'll keep rebuilding, no matter how many quakes and monsters hit us. Let me see that. I'm sure he wants gold, the deadbeat. He fled to the Abbey to avoid creditors, and now he wants my help to return? I don't think so. This is his mess, not mine.
With armies marching across Cyrodil, I pray our priory will be left alone. But war seldom spares the innocent. My robes! They were stolen en route from my tailor in Faragil. I've worn holes in my only other set. I'm sure you can imagine the jokes at my expense. What bandits wanted with my robes is beyond me.
Why does this always happen to me? There's no situation so bad that a dead horse can't make it worse. Well, my horse died, as you might have noticed. A better question would have been, how can I help you, good sir? Now that you ask, I have a sack of fertilizer here for Skullreed Foxbite of Cropsford. It's no ordinary fertilizer, however. It's so fragrant, it's like having a bag of roses on your shoulder. Would you finish the delivery for me?
Ah, a hero! My troubles are over. I greet you, Wayfarer. Doubtless you have come for my renowned Nirnroot wine. I grieve to say that I have no more at present. Indeed, that is my saddest of fates. I lack just one essential ingredient, Red Mountain Ash. But alas, I cannot leave my shop to gather it. But perhaps you, brave one, might aid me? It would be the simplest of tasks for one such as yourself.
Tufts of red mountain ash crowd the delightful shores of Lake Rumer. Gather ash for me, and the blessings of Akatosh will rain down upon your head.
All hail King Allard, ruler of Shornhelm. May his wisdom and courage guide us for years to come. If only the bandits would leave us alone, we might have a chance. If you really want to help buy something, well, there is something else you can do. We've run out of food and drink for the few patrons we have. Could you take this order to Hafsa in Bruma and ask her to send someone with supplies?
It is gone. Everything. Torn away by the winds of death. You see what horrors the gods have visited upon Bruma and all who dwell here. I have nothing for Leono. He should pray to be spared our fate. You have kept faith with Leono. What the gods have left me, I share with you.
I hope Amador comes up with new pumpkin recipes soon. I'm sick of eating fried pumpkin every day. My fertilizer! Sylvain's late as usual, but maybe it'll still help my pumpkins. Though that'll just mean more fried pumpkin to eat, I suppose. Here's a little coin for your trouble. Sylvain's fertilizer always doubles my yield, and it smells like roses to boot. Just between you and me, I sometimes roll around in it before spreading it in the field. Sure beats taking my monthly bath. Our shrine is dedicated to Zenithar, the patron god of those who earn their way in this world. Prefect Antius is very diligent in seeing that the proper offerings are made, ensuring Cropsford's prosperity. I sense your mockery, but take no offense. All things that grow from our hard work are beloved by Zenithar. This pumpkin patch is a fitting site for his shrine.
That goblin. You haven't seen a sneaky little goblin around here, have you? I'm gonna kill that thing, no matter what Amador says. Chef Amador has adopted a goblin as a pet, named it Zich. He thinks the nasty thing is good luck. I don't like its beady little eyes. I'd love to poke them out. I can't get close enough to kill it. The filthy thing's too wary. But Chef Amador feeds it. Maybe if you got some of its food, I could add a special ingredient. Please go ask the chef. His house is just up the hill.
Don't touch anything. Everything's in its proper place. I don't want anything moved. I don't think of him as a pet. He's more of a companion. A cure for my loneliness. No one appreciates how cut off from civilization I feel out here. It's hard being a culinary genius in a village of peasants. Don't tell me you're another goblin hater. Amelia's bad enough with her unreasoning prejudices. I don't want any more like her skulking around. Goblins are greatly misunderstood. They're actually kind, loving beings when treated properly. But it's fact. My interactions with Zich prove it. When treated with kindness and respect, goblins are friendly, loyal, and loving. If only others were willing to give them a chance, there'd be a lot less unreasonable hatred of goblins in Tamriel. I was born and raised in High Rock, in the great city of Daggerfall. I was never lonely there, let me tell you. I had many friends and hordes of admirers who appreciated my genius. I never spent a lonely day or night in Daggerfall. Unthinking prejudice isn't limited to remote villages. It taints big cities, too. I believe all creatures are meant to live together in peace and harmony, a view widely despised. I left Daggerfall and eventually settled here, and here I'll stay. Don't tell me you're another, but it's fact. Just hand you one of my famous dishes. Not a chance. Perhaps a trade, though. I'm running low on sugar leaf, which grows wild hereabouts. You collect 3 leaves for me, and I'll give you some of my famous Goblin's Delight. I can't make Goblin's Delight without sugar leaf. Get it, and I'll make you a treat you will never forget. Zich loves it.
I can smell the sugar leaf on you. Did you get 3 leaves? Excellent. I have a little goblin's delight left from my last batch. Didn't want to part with it until I had enough sugar leaves to make another batch. Here you go. Enjoy. Don't touch anything. Everything's in its proper place. I don't want anything moved.
Judging by that sickening smell, you got some of Zitch's food. Now to mix in my special ingredient. There. Zitch sometimes sleeps under the bridge. Go put the food on his pallet and hide nearby. He won't come by while you're there. Time for that rodent to die. What are you waiting for? Let's get rid of that pest. You're not soft on them, are you? Amador's bad enough the way he moons over them. Don't need more like him around here. They're dirty, sneaky, traitorous, vile little beasts. I'll kill everyone I see, especially around here. Haven't you seen them all? Open your eyes. They're always lurking around the village, looking for things to steal or people to kill. And eat, probably. No one here takes them seriously, but they're going to overrun this village someday. I heard a lovely, agonized shriek from Zitch. Is it dead? That's a relief. Though I wish I'd killed it myself. I really wanted to stab it over and over again. Maybe I'll go jab the body a few times, just to be sure. I'm going to watch this bridge, make sure nothing else moves in. I can see Amador feeding a troll or something equally disgusting.
You looking for someone in particular? Ha! Nice of Marcellus to let me know he found me. Lucky for me, I've made enough in Cheydinhal to disappear again. Here, take this for your trouble. And remember, you never saw me. Plenty of salvage in a town like this. I think I'll stick around for a while longer. That dead messenger will slow Marcellus down. My head on a sharp stick. He's a violent, vindictive thug, and those are his good qualities. I got into debt to him, which is a bad place to be. Rather than pay up, I ran. Not far enough, apparently. Like I said, I think I have a little time. I'll scavenge what I can here, then run again. Not sure where, but I wouldn't tell you if I was. Just keep moving away from the Imperial City, I guess.
Once we defeat the Imperials, we can start rebuilding Cheydinhal. We must retake this town. I would sacrifice much to free Cheydinhal, but there's something I hope not to lose. Hidden in the cathedral across the river, I left an ancient strongbox. Inside is a treasured heirloom of my family. Retrieve it for me, and I will reward you.
Yeah!
We're hanging by a thread here. One more setback and we've lost this war.
I usually leave the dirty tricks to Sylvian, but I can't pass this up. I've been given a spice that will cause all sorts of trouble if added to the Imperial's food. Willing to make some Imperials sick? Across the river, some is in a house and the rest is inside the old church. May Akatosh watch over you.
Having that heirloom back will lift my spirits more than a cart full of dead Imperials. I'm amazed the Imperials hadn't stolen it already. I suspect they left it in the hopes of trapping me if I came to get it. You foiled that plan. Well done.
Well, did you add our special ingredient to the Imperial's food? Ha! I look forward to the sounds of puking coming from across the river. Should make things safer around here for a day or two. Great job.
What do you want? Good way to die. Bothering me now. Just waiting to be asked stupid questions by strangers? What else? I'm watching. And waiting for my brother Klovag, who's late as usual. When he finally gets here, we're gonna wipe this place out. Go to Vlastris and look for the laziest person in town. That'll be Klovag. Tell him to get his carcass over here.
I've wasted decades studying Ayleid wells, and I know less now than I did when I started. I'm ready to give up. My notebook! I thought it lost forever. I must have left it at one of the wells I was researching. Fascinating, aren't they? With these notes, perhaps I can finish my book on Ayleid wells throughout Cyrodil. Thank you!
If it weren't for Vastai, I'd have left town a long time ago. Everyone here is so concerned about the fissure and earthquakes and such, they don't take the time to appreciate music. It'd do them some good to relax a little. My flute! I sold it after the earthquake ruined my home. It killed me to part with it, but I needed the money for repairs. Not that it helped, with the continual tremors and monster attacks.
Bah! With the Dominion in charge at Brindle, you can't walk in town without tripping over an elf or a cat. That idiot! I'm done with him and his stupid plans. I told him that when I left. He never listens to me. I love it here and I'm not leaving. Sorry my brother wasted your time. Here's some coin for your trouble.
I love this town. It's so peaceful, unlike most of Cyrodil since this stupid war began. So you know. Look, my gift is under control. I won't hurt anyone. If my former family comes looking for me, I'll move on. Here, take this for your silence. I'll have a good life here, if you remain quiet about my gift. Not so loud. I left because I couldn't take it anymore. Genora made us hunt people for meat. I hated it. Hated smelling their terror and hearing their screams. Finally, I couldn't take it anymore and ran away. Laugh if you must, but it's true. I couldn't live with myself any longer, so I ran. Apparently not far enough. I expect they'll track me down now and I'll have to leave again. I'm never going back to Genora.
Some gather firewood only when they see snowfall. The spring sun will thaw their corpses. If only Silent Wind had listened to me. He could have had a good life here. Thank you for bringing this to me, friend. I honor you for bringing news of my brother's death. Now I know his fate, sad as it was. And you are not. Hard work is how one shows Nirn that you deserve to walk its surface. Also, the sight of an axe flashing in the sun discourages goblins from coming near. If you are merely sightseeing, go to Crown Point and feast your eyes. Do your legs quake at the thought? Yes, there are goblins all around this village. At least 2 tribes of them. They skulk around the edges, not daring to attack openly. But someday, perhaps. It's the big tower you see to the south on the hill. From its top, the world spreads beneath you. If you have nothing to do but stare at others, climb Crown Point for a view worth seeing.
I feel like I can see forever here. Not seeing what I want to, though. My son, Donis. He fled from Cheydinhal when the Imperials tried to force him to join their fight against the rebels. I'm sure my wife is worried about both of us. If you go to Cheydinhal, tell Kirandis that I'm fine and still looking for Donis.
If you've come to tell me I'm going to lose my leg, just turn around and leave. By Mara's golden tresses. Never expected to see those. Ordered them to woo Domitia here. But turns out, she married me anyway. I suppose I owe you for bringing them. Maybe Domi will want them, wet though they are.
When Tertius gets back, he's going to be mad about what they've done to our house. I just hope he finds Donis. I knew he wouldn't give up. He won't come home until he finds Donis. I'll know if anything happens to either of them, I'm sure of it. Still, your news is good, and I thank you. Take this for your trouble. Thank you for news of Tertius. I won't sleep easy until he's back with word of Donis. We agreed that Tertius would make sure Donis is safe, then return to me. We'll try to survive until the soldiers are driven out. I hope Tertius finds him before the sweet rolls get stale. Donis hates stale sweet rolls. I'm trying not to think about that, so please don't mention it again. Tertius will find Donis, and then he'll come back to me. That's what I have to believe. Oh, who cares? My home is destroyed. My son is lost in the wilderness, and my husband is searching for him. Probably lost himself. They might both die, and I'll be here all alone. I just want this to be over.
My heart lightens to see you again, friend. How did you fare? Zet's blessings upon you. Soon Nirnroot wine shall fill my casks, and customers will flock to my brewery again. Accept these offerings in thanks, friend.
I heard you were there when Molar Grundo was defeated. Well done. You checking up on me? Nosy, aren't you? I can use that. I have a friend who'd be happy to see you. Head north to Bruma. Find Traylon Valan and tell him his wishes come true. It'll be good for your health. A nice walk and you'll stop bothering me. Old Traylon will be happy for the news and will pay you well. I'm no longer welcome in Bruma, so the reward's all yours.
Back off! I don't know you. Excellent! I knew she'd come through for me. Best news I've had in months. Here's your coin. Hope you live long enough to spend it.
So many dead and wounded. No cause is worth this. I thought I'd never see this again. When the goblins attacked, I panicked and ran. If I'd known how desperately I'd need my instruments here, I would have held on to my bag. Thank you for... Even if I can save some of these wounded, the Imperials will just kill them another time. Death and misery are what's happening. What does it look like? My part? My part is to keep as many of these fools alive as I can, so they can go get stabbed again. Sound like fun to you? I can't. Even though I know they're doomed to die, I'll keep patching them up as best I can. If they're stupid enough to run back toward people who want to kill them, that's their problem.
I wouldn't go up there. The dead roam freely in Jura's Fall. I was escorting my brother's wife to Vlastros. Ongiente is waiting for us there, but we ran into these undead last night, and they killed Munya. I barely escaped. Now I'm waiting for a chance to run in, grab her body, and bring it to Ongiente. Would you go to Valastros and let Ongiente know that Munya is dead? I don't dare show up without her. I'll bring her body as soon as I can, but if you'd get word to him, I'd really appreciate it.
How could the Dominion have lost Brindle? Head should be on pikes for that. What? I knew I shouldn't have trusted that fool to get her here. Now I'm going to have to find someone else to marry me. It wasn't easy getting Munya to agree. When Fabanil gets here, I'm going to beat him bloody.
Of all the things to steal, this is the last straw. The final insult of many. Thieves! Damn them all to oblivion! My family's banner's been stolen. It's been an heirloom of my house for hundreds of years. We had visitors yesterday. Some of them looked pretty shifty. Jirana thought they might be bandits. After they left, I noticed that my banner was missing. There's a bandit camp in the old towers west of here. Would you go look for my banner?
I know Talmo wants his banner back, but I have a proposal for you. If you find his banner, burn it. I'm certain he's an Altmer spy. He wants Velostris to declare openly for the Dominion, making us a target for everyone else. He and his Altmeri banner are a danger to everyone here.
This is the last straw. The final insult of many. At last. It took you long enough, but at least you brought it back unharmed. I won't display this anymore, since it has proven so irresistible to thieves.
I don't know how much more of this I can take. Trying to do everything myself is killing me. You'd help me out? Really? If you're willing, I desperately need some herbs delivered to a customer in Bruma. They've already been paid for, but I'm sure Jafola will give you a bonus for speedy delivery.
Wayfarer, come. If you wish to raid Sursen, wait your turn. Our claim takes precedence. If you wish some coin, I offer a task. An old comrade abides in Cropsford. I have a gift for him, but I cannot deliver it. Just a small pouch of sand. Hisham is my old comrade. He will surely pay for the delivery. Cropsford is far and far from here, southeast of Castle Alessia. Consider that, Wayfarer.
You are a stranger to me. What do you want? I knew someone would find me eventually. But you don't seem like a bounty hunter. The one who wrote this tried to force me to marry his son. I ran instead. Take this coin, and forget you ever saw me.
Every day the piles of dead and wounded grow and our supplies dwindle. Finally. I needed those a week ago. I'm going to have to find a new supplier if Saldir can't deliver on time. This is for your trouble.
I may be sleeping in this tent by myself. Jenna refuses to leave our house, battered as it is. If you heard that thing groan with every breeze, you'd be sleeping out here too. Keep your voice down. Afia was a mistake. A one-time thing. That's why I sent the fool girl away. If my wife finds out, she'll carve me a new smile. Take this and forget all about it. Don't judge me. I had a moment of weakness. It won't happen a third time, I promise. Hey, it was the best thing for everyone. Well, it was the best thing for me anyway. Jenna would kill me if she found out. Afia's a tough girl. She can handle herself. I gave her a knife and a good horse. Yes. I'm not proud of what I did. But I told her to go to Castle Alessia. She has relatives there. She's probably there already, safe and sound. I'll go away before Jenna comes around.
Joy to you. Have you ever seen a pleasanter place? Dirt upon one's hands, life growing, the smell of manure on the breeze. No more the soldier's fate for me. Rasha, many years have passed since we warred together. The sands of Sentinel, where we met. 2 young warriors who faced the world together. The smell of this sand evokes golden days. But those times are done. For me, at least.